Hello, everyone. And like I say, I was coming back on. I was having some feedback. I'm in the kitchen. I'm home this week on vacation. Okay. No, I can go Liberia. No, I can go anywhere because I need to prepare for my baby graduation. I have to rectify, word, correct everything that I've done thus far and make it correct. All right. You know better, you do better. So that's my last one. Sending her off to college. She will be graduating. So I'm here um, trying to make sure that everything, the last 6, 7 years, I was back and forth in Liberia, trying to take care of everybody but my baby. So I need to spend this time with her. I need to make sure everything is in place. That is my retirement, the one that would visit me when I go to Liberia or when I'm sitting in my house with Jimmy and my husband with my denture in my mouth, right? But I started this conversation a month ago. About a month ago, a sitting lawmaker in Liberia, a sitting lawmaker in Liberia went out to challenge why women should not be in decision-making position, why women should not be at the table, why women are not important. And according to him, it was based on our constitution. That also tells you that that is a lie. You send somebody to represent you who does not know the Constitution. I will read to you Article 5 of the Constitution. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. Article 5 of the Liberian Constitution. Okay. And he said it's our culture and it is our tradition. Hey, Darius, which also is a lie. Which also is a lie. So Article 5 of the Constitution reads, I need you all to remember this. Liberian Constitution, Article 5, focus on promoting national unity. National unity, preserving cultural value and eliminating divisive practices. Specifically, the Republic is mandated to, listen up, strengthen national integration, okay? Strengthen national integration and unity amongst all Liberians, irrespective of ethnic, regional, or other differences, with the legislature enacting law to promote unification and encourage citizen participation in governance. That is a part of Article 5, and it continues. Preserve, protect, and promote positive Liberian culture by adopting traditional values that align with public policy, meaning it must align with the Constitution. Yo, let's go ahead. Public policies, it said, and national progress, not regression. National progress, integrating them into evolving need of society. Okay, meaning you should answer to the need of the nation in real time. Okay, in the current dispensation. Okay, implementing appropriate legislature and executive order to eliminate sectionalism and tribalism, as well as address abuses of power, such as misuse of government resources, nepotism, and other corrupt practices. Okay, these provisions aim to foster or encourage a cohesive and inclusive society, uphold cultural heritage, and ensure good governance. That is Article 5 of the Constitution. On the other hand, I wanted to, before I play this, I will urge you, I beseech you, who are the face of Manangoklo, to do all you can, okay, to be inclusive and be positive, not demeaning. I heard some of you last night, and I'm going to just be vague with this, okay? All of us not perfect. I grew up in Georgia. I heard some of you say last night, oh, Madam Edith Gonklo is a good woman, okay? Not like all of the other people who, by sleeping with, we never heard people that she slept with this person's husband, she did that. You know what you know, other people know what you know. That is not important right now. What's important right now is don't look at other people. Tell us what her contribution. Tell her how she's going to be a change agent. Tell us how she's going to empower women and children. Tell us if she's going to help her reduce the term limit. Tell us if she's an advocate for what do you call it, social justice. Tell us. Tell her platform, how she's going to help the president of the Republic of Liberia, okay, to create jobs, that our children on drugs. Those things will be her priority. That's what we want to know. Not pointing, the whole Liberian society is a corrupt society, per se. Morally, it's corrupt, because corruption is not only when you take money. Corruption is when you lie. Corruption when you pretend to be where you are not. Okay? When core in your eye, you're not moving it. Okay? So those are the things we need to focus on. Convince me, not particularly me, I'm just speaking vaguely. You don't have to convince me. I know sis Edith, okay? She's friendly. When the time is right, I will decide who I want to support. All right? I've spoken with her in the back many times. In fact, tomorrow somebody from our campaign will be on this platform. We're going to have a conversation. But try to sell her and start demeaning other Liberian women. Because somebody told you something does not necessarily mean that's true. And I know who y'all were trying to talk to. Lately, I see, because she has a stand, y'all got all this video coming out. Kept has somehow already gone and apologized to her. You know? If Kept Hassan, if she had kept up with the court case, that you're the same one would be laughing at Kept Hassan, who was clapping for her. But let me continue with this. This morning, I heard, and I tell you, I got 3 people in the campaign. Okay, I have Sis Edith, I got Mike, who is young, and I have a very educated man called Dr. Gompo. He's been on this platform many times. He's an economist, okay, who are one of the people who helped Liberia during the first regime of the recovery process when Ellen took over, who are working at finance, put his name, his character on the line, like the rest of them, for our loan or our debt, about $4 billion to be forgiven. And when he saw that things were not happening correctly, he left. He's on the ballot. So the good thing is we have choices besides Koga to make decisions from. So we can say, oh, that only Bwaka can be where you name we are. Although Alexander Cummings, a renowned business success phenomenon, was there. Although Samuel Freeman, who has challenged the government and gone to court many times, an accomplished, okay, business executive who runs business in Liberia, never left, is there, okay? Although you have Tiawan Gonklo, who have taken beating for you, almost have gotten killed by Taylor, okay? Only because he stood up for Liberia over the years. He was on that ballot. You had a young man in the knee of Clarence Mulba on that ballot. You didn't see any of them to go out and fight for them, okay? But, you know, like somebody who are normally abused, they usually will not turn around. They want to go. Only a few of them will walk away. I don't think they're killed, but they don't go back there. But I'm going to play this video. I have no copyright to this video, but I'm going to play it. I want you guys all to listen to this man. And let's see the directive he gave. How did it impact? How is it impacting? All right, let's continue here. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. I'm going to play this for you. I want you to listen keenly. And you can deduce or surmise from there why you think this is happening. Who do you think is the reason that what is happening is happening? So let's go ahead.
You ever hear a woman, you say, okay, you that woman can also. That woman that coming there will lure us inside there. She will never spy in my country. That terrorist, that terrorist people all I watch you. They say the man who die, that the hero of the country. They say woman will replace it. Don't I see it before? Don't I see it before? We will never allow it to happen. The player will say that thing more than in the man sector. Because they get more society than us. I'm going to tell the elder there to say, that what I can do here, you tell me. For women to challenge our culture, they will say now, say yes. The democracy we're talking about, in the port tower was I when president coming, you will not stay on the road there. You will stay there until they say Kadebo.
Okay, folks, let me explain to you because I'm a Mana girl. Okay, I'm a Mana girl, but I'm more. Let me say, my early years were in the Gio nation. Okay, I speak Gio and Mana, but my Mana is perfected. Okay, so I will say this. In the Mano culture, where he said there are more cultures and he does not understand, just as he jumped over Prince Johnson's body, that's not the way we do it. We've come and said that to you over and over. That's not our cultural process. That's not our tradition. Tradition and culture are man-made. Let's remember that. For instance, in my house, when you come to my house, okay, with my kids, shoes are not allowed to go upstairs. Okay, I like to walk around in my house barefooted. So I don't allow my kids to come in for the shoes that they wear outside. Your shoe stays downstairs. If you walk in my house, you will see at the door, there's a shoe rack. You take your shoe there. You get in the house, you can wear socks, you can wear your indoor slippers. That's my culture. That's my tradition. My children can decide to take that to their children, okay? And it becomes a culture. Like for instance, during Christmas, all of us, every Christmas Eve, at least the last 20 years, we go to my mother's house. My siblings come from all over the world. We go to my mother's house. That's our tradition. We exchange gifts. Okay, that's our tradition. All right, we made that. It's not compulsory. On the other hand, the Constitution is compulsory. Okay, meaning it's mandatory. Meaning it's a force. Meaning it must be adhered to. No man is above that. Now, from that video, I want you to see another video and let me know what you think from yesterday. Oh, where is that? Okay, there we go. Y'all listen.
They are here making plan with us. They said that woman should not even step down to talk. They are here making plan. They send their boss and they went together. They are here. They're not easy in public right now. They're not easy. So you all see the person the woman has speed. So go public take am public me wa were. Wa get o ma ke so nu say wa ba ne no ke o ma de win ke do. So public go na no de ke wa ke o ma won fake say. You want Jesus, I say. Mama, you want Jesus, eh? Oh, group, I want that thing. You what Jesus, eh? What grace you could say, but what Jesus, eh? Will go against the person that get a place. They're going live, but you are seeing the win ball play. The body not take gun for all the time, all kind of thing for us here. They're causing all the causing the woman here. But the poor when they group themselves.
So, Bopley people, the woman said this in manner, and let me say to you, she said they have taken guns for us. They are insulting the lady and said she should not come. This is Koga doing. He paid them because Liberians, most Liberians, will sell their humanity and their humility, their soul for a dollar bill for a day for a politician. All right. And he is violating the Constitution. Now, I'm asking the Election Commission to go out to that place and investigate. That's electoral violence, which is against our law. Okay. And to the people of Berkeley, okay, I am asking you, especially you young people, Koga have been over there for 2 terms. How has he changed your life? You are walking around barefooted. You are walking around with pants hanging down your feet, with donka flare on you. Most of you not even going to school. Your school building got mat on the floor. You are begging. Most of your teachers are volunteers. How has he impacted you? Sit and think. Do you have electricity? Do you have jobs? When you go to bed tonight, tomorrow when you wake up, do you know where you're going to be going 10 years from now, where you and your children are going to be? Those are things that you need to think about. When the man said it is their culture and tradition, that is a lie. In Liberia, especially in the Makane, okay, there are women who goes into the men's society. We call them, what do you call it? Gay, okay? And it is the thing, good morning, Sis Meara. It is the same way in reverse with the women's society. There are men that can cross over and go into the women's society, into the bushes, okay? There are also Zos, or they're Yay, or they're White. That's their name, White or Yay, okay? Most of you don't know this. So he's lying to you. But I can say in every society, the nation is built upon the Constitution. The Constitution is the foundation. You cannot tell me you build a house. Then you say, okay, I build a house, I will move the foundation, okay, because I want to put tree there. It's not going to grow. It's not going to grow. It's not going to be held up. The house is going to eventually break down because you're taking the very thing that built the house that the horse stands on. The horse is standing, Liberia stands on the foundation. And there are a lot of conversation that we need to have, okay? Up to the 80s, at the last I remember, even during Taylor time, okay, the legislature were making around $1,000, okay? Whoever wrote that constitution and said as a retirement, the leaders who are living power need to get paid 50% of their salary. I don't know any nation. I've worked, okay, and pay into my retirement, although disappearing with Mr. Trump, okay? But I paid over the last almost 30 years for my retirement, and we're looking to retire in the next 4 years. I don't think that's possible. Okay, I've changed career path a couple of times, from telecommunication to finance, and now in education. Okay, and we're looking to retire soon and do other things of my own. But the way our economy is going, I don't see that. And not only from my 401k and other retirement, how you call it, but I have other private investment that I manage myself. I see everything is in red. I think I'm literally 50% or less of my investment in the thousands of dollars. So yeah, I'm here. Now, you hear Koga. You heard what they did. Now, the Liberian men, okay? These men, I want to play for you. When this morning, says Ruth, that's a good question. Tag Lofa Julius here. We want to hear, and that's what I want to hear. I want to hear about Edith, Sis Edith advocacy for women, for children. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear who woman slept with this other person's husband. If we start digging right now, okay, some of us know plenty, but that's not the concern right now. Okay, that's not the concern right now. The concern right now should be, does this woman stand for women? Okay, has she condemned these things that says we're saying? That's what we want to know. Will she speak for us when she get there, or will she be another DeLong? All right, I'm not going to be speaking because she's offended. That all of you who out here, I listened to y'all yesterday on the platform. I came briefly. That's why I got off, because I don't have time for negativity. Okay, all of us are closet. Like I always told you, I can open my closet for you to walk in it, but you don't want me to walk in your closet because I will tear it down and show everything out. Okay, it's a small place. Our community is very small. Just stop it. We want to know what Sis Edith can do, what she has done, what she will do. You know, people are taking feelings because you go certain place, you're supporting, I'm not supporting, or you think I'm not supporting. You don't know who I'm supporting at this point. Okay. Anyway, tomorrow there will be a big endorsement. I want all of you to stay tuned. Now, let me play this video. This is today. This is today. So these are the men who agreed to Koga that women are not supposed to be in leadership. I want you all to listen up. This group right here. I have no copyright to this video. It is owned by Spoon. Okay. So I don't want them to claim it from me. All right.
For some reason he is not here with us, but he will be with us here before the end of the press conference as he promised us. So the press conference is going to be very concise, precise, and elaborate. So we are going to our colleague who is going to directly go into the reading of the official press statement from the supporters and members of Garrison Dollar Yedu Senatorial Bay for 2025 by-election.
Okay. Conscious-minded members and supporters of Team Garrison Dollar Yellow Junior press statement in support.
Y'all listen to the name of the conscience member, conscience, but they are supporting a man who is regressive, who think women don't belong in the political arena.
Liberia. We, the conscious-minded members and supporters of Team Garrison Dollar Yellow Junior senatorial candidate in the Niba County senatorial by-election, have made a thoughtful and decisive choice to shape our unwavering support to Honorable Samuel Gomben-Koga. The decision is based on our shared vision for peace, unity, and progress within the Niba County, as well as our strong belief in Honorable Koga's ability to provide the leadership necessary to serve our people during this crucial time. Commitment to peace and unity. Nimba County has long been a symbol of resilience and strength in Liberia. However, past political divisions and disagreements have hindered our progress. Our decision to support Honorable Koga's leadership is deeply rooted in our commitment to fostering peace, reconciliation, and a united Nimba. We firmly believe that this unity among leaders and supporters weakens the county's bargaining power and interferes with development initiatives. By consolidating our support around Honorable Koga, who has been our long-term political partner, we take a significant step towards bridging political divides and ensuring an harmonious relationship with the Vice President of Liberia, His Excellency Jeremiah Kwankun, Honorable Samuel Koga, and other leaders of our county. Let it be established here clearly that the Vice President who supports Honorable Koga has been reaching.
So let's them. They just tell you they're going to Koga because the Vice President told them to go to. Okay. So what is the unity that he's talking about? The very Koga who today got Liberia upside down, he is the leader of the group, the so-called majority group who have defied the Constitution. These are the guys, okay? One thing I know in Liberia, their souls and their character are worth money, okay? For a few of them to survive. This Koga just told you, a woman will never be. These are fathers. These are husbands. These are people who the first water they drink, it was out of a woman's vagina. These are the ones that are telling you for him, they are going out. Yes, your vagina is a place. Okay, it's the woman twat where children come from. Okay, these people are telling us who carried them in our belly. 9 months, no wind touched them. telling you they agree with a man who think we should not be anywhere that decision is made. They will make the decision for us that we are now worth it. We breastfeed them so they can stay alive, especially up interior. Most of these people were born by Native women who breastfed them. They're telling you they support a man who say we cannot make decision. Y'all hear? Y'all listen up. Let's continue, folks. Let's continue. So Jeremiah sent
out to us, including our leader Yelu, to support his choice. Why on Orokoga? While there are many candidates in Nimba by-election, Honorable Koga has been very supportive of Team Garrison Dodo Yelu Jr. over the years. He has furthermore established himself as an experienced, dedicated, and visionary leader with a proven track record of advocating for the development of Nimba County and Liberia as a whole. His leadership reflects a deep understanding of the issues affecting our people, and we are confident that under this senatorial.
And let me come back here where he says here. And he just told a lie. Okay. He is a liar and his face is here where the truth is not in him. I'm going to focus his face so all of us can see his face. Okay. He is a liar. The truth is not in him. Half of the place where Koga come from, he even got good road. Okay. The road just coming there. He even got good road. I'm just trying to see if I can focus this. Okay, my pad is not working. Okay, so what development is he talking about? What development is he talking about? What development? When you pass Ganta and pass Secretary, the rest of the place, the forest, they get tree as bridges. No reception. This is about them. How much money they now collect? It's about them. It's not about the Nimba people. It's not for the Liberian people. But I would say I will leave you with something when I'm leaving. So let me go ahead and continue the play. I'm just going to play a few more. So everybody can see them. And then we're going to take that from there, okay? Then we're going to continue with what next. There you go.
Leadership in Nimba County will experience transformative progress that improves the lives of all citizens regardless of political affiliation. Inclusiveness and strong commitment to the well-being of the people of Nimba. A call for collective action. We urge all supporters of Nimba's unity and development, including community leaders, youth groups, women's organizations, and all stakeholders to join us in rallying behind Honorable Samuel Koga. This election is not merely about individual ambitions. It is about securing the best representation for Nimba in the Liberian Senate, representation that will advocate effectively for our country's needs and interests.
Okay, the stuff is not playing too well, so I'm going to leave that. Okay. The video is out there. Anybody want it, I will send it to you. Okay. So this is the problem that we have. Liberia Constitution, number one, it needs amendment. That's the same constitution that took us to war. That's the same constitution that they say that also took down a president. Okay. Because the constitution is unitary. Okay. And I'm going to explain to you what that means in so many words. Okay. What that means. We need to get out there. You need to. Now, let's do this. I wrote this weekend, and I would say, and this is, I'm watching all Liberian. We must all get involved, okay? Because what? Liberia is a unitary state, okay? We must all get involved in a unitary form of government like Liberia. Those of us who teach government, we call a unitary government a mother of all dictatorship. The reason being is it's like a democracy in disguise, and it's not a democracy. Okay, they say democracy, but it's actually dictatorship to some degree. And Liberia type is worse. Those who wrote that constitution, they pocket to keep the power to themselves. They put some laws in there that look like American laws, but they did not They did not apportion the power. They centralized the power to the president. They actually made a king. Okay, so here it is. Listen up to me. Listen keenly, guys. Listen. All right. We must all get involved in a unitary form of government like Liberia. The concentration of power at the national level makes it critically important for all citizens, okay, to take an active interest in the election of public officials, especially the president and member of the legislature. The central government holds the majority of the decision. That's what most people will tell you in Liberia. To change Liberia, you need the presidency. And I will tell you why you need the presidency. I want you to listen. I'm not here to demean. I'm not here to diminish. I'm here to educate while you educate me in return. This is a two-way street, okay? I use voice. You can type. That's how we need to. All right? So, the central government holds the majority of the decision-making authority, and the individuals selected to those positions play critical role in shaping the nation direction. You see why Liberia is stagnant, okay? The president, as the head of the executive branch, not only enforces law, but also appoints key officials across government institutions, including the judiciary. The whole justice system in Liberia is answerable to the president. I live in America. We say the Liberian Constitution is like America. That is not a true statement. America is a federal state. The local government have municipals that are elected. Majority of our judges, okay, and police chiefs are elected, and they're answerable to the people. The reason why in 2020, okay, Cuomo, the governor of New York City, challenged the president of the United States because he's elected. He speaks for the people. The people elected him. The same way during Obama time, during the floor. Okay, so let's continue this. Now, what was that? The president, as the head of the executive branch, not only enforces law, but also appoint key officials. Okay, he appoint all of the head of government since Ellen came to power. Before, the city mayor used to be elected. When Ellen came to power, and this is John Lewis. I see some of you on Facebook. If John Lewis is in a grave, he will be turning over. John Lewis was there. Okay, Johnny Lewis was there when, okay, they decided they would move the guardrail, although they were paying people more than they ever paid anyone in Liberian history. But they decided that the city mayor position, because they wanted to appoint one person. And you know, I told this thing to ANC people, ANC global people, when we went to DC a few years back. They were trying to make rules because they didn't like certain people to kick them out or to do a got you. And I said on the stage as the Secretary General, I said to them, Brother Jesse, I believe you were there. I said to them, laws are supposed to be living, breathing entity. And laws are supposed to answer or grow with the population and answer the societal question or problem in real time. If not, you make an amendment. It goes back to, in the American Constitution, one word in there, one statement: all men were created equal. That all men were created equal. Based on that, all men were created equal. The amendment of the 13th Amendment came to be. The 14th Amendment came to be. The 15th Amendment came to be. So same men are created equal. No man should be slave to another. Since all men are created equal, those men are also citizens. Since all men are created equal, Article Amendment 15 gives them power to vote as citizens. You have to remember that. That answer in real time. That one line, all men are created equal, answer the current reality of the slave that gave you and I the opportunity, the Mexican, the Haitian, to be in this country. That's what I'm telling you. So let's continue here. So the president appoints all the head of the department, including the city mayor, including the superintendent, who will be like your governor, per se. The superintendent will be like your governor, and all the justices in the country. So they're all answerable to him. That is a king. You don't have a president, you have a king. That's why when they get there, the whole, All right. Now you are setting a bar that says, and these are the lawmaker. And the president, if the president is in the interest of the people, that president would have said to pay people 50% of their retired pay. You are making millions of dollars, 250,000 within that budget. 90% of your budget is gone. Where are you going to get the money from to pay the next group of people? Okay, so meaning the 100% of the budget, the country will never change. These are the kind of people we're thinking about. Think for yourself, Liberian people. Let me continue. The Liberian legislature, whose decision are to make collectively play a crucial role in lawmaking oversight and the budget approval. However, without the active participation of informed voters, the legislative branch risks becoming disconnected from the needs and aspirations of the Liberian people it served. They're already completely disconnected. So it's not will. Okay. Moreover, the president authority to appoint over 4,000 public officials, including judges, ministers, head of government agencies. This role underscores the far-reaching impact of presidential election. This appointment shape public policy, service delivery, and the overall effectiveness of government institutions as we continue. Okay, government institution affecting every Liberian regardless of social or economic status. As the upcoming senatorial by-election in Nima County approaches, okay, as the upcoming senatorial by-election approaches in Nima County, it is imperative, compulsory, the same word, it's a must. I said it 3 times, okay? It is mandatory 4 times, since that word, okay? Must, mandatory, compulsory, imperative, okay? Very important that all Liberians, particularly the residents of that region, engage thoughtfully and responsibly in the electoral process. Choosing a senator is not just another selected representative. It is about choosing a voice in a national dialogue who will advocate for development, justice, and accountability for Liberians who may not be eligible to vote, whether due to age, displacement, or other circumstances that you and I in the diaspora. That's circumstances. That said, your voice and your resources still matter. Advocacy, civic education, financial support to the most prepared, okay, candidate, and public discourse are powerful tools for shaping the decision that will impact all of us. That is how you can vote indirectly by influencing environment in which choices are made and leaders are selected. Let us all take ownership of Liberia's future through both direct and indirect means, and commit to building more inclusive and accountable nation. This is from me, and I'm going to post it later. It is really important to me at this point. Okay, now these people say the vice president told them to go vote for Koga. All right, so the vice president is also telling us that the women are not important. We should not have a voice, because he support Koga, who believe that we do not have a voice. All right. So Liberian people, and you can already see people are being paid to antagonize women. People are being paid to antagonize the one woman that is in the league. So we all have a responsibility. I would say to those of you who have been the face of either team, you need to be visible. You need to speak to people with respect. You need not to be naming and shaming people. You need to be educating us on her strength, what she brings to the table. Okay? Everybody cannot be strong. How is she going to change? How is she going to help where we are? So that would be my talk to you. And that ends this particular part of my talk show today. I said yesterday to a lot of people that I was going to go ahead and talk about kindness story. Okay, and I will. All right. People said kindness were being bullied. Okay. Listen, let me say to all of you, those of you who are running around, and that's your call. Okay. I want to play this. I'm not going to play very long. I'm just going to play part of it so we can see where we are. Okay. Let me see right here. I'm going to play this. I own no copyright to this video. I just want to play something really short. I'm not going to play all of it what she said. Okay. So I'm going to play this. This is kindness.
It's Miss Liberia.
She's a beautiful girl.
Sawadika, Thailand! Hello, Thailand! My name is Kindness Olsen and I represent Liberia. I just want to sing a little bit of our national anthem. I'm not a good singer, sorry. I pledge.
All right. I don't want to go any further. I don't think I need to go further. I just wanted to play that. Hopefully you guys saw that. Okay. Let me first start with as a educator, we empower. My job is to empower, especially empower young girl. That she's brave enough to go out and stand and represent us. And I would say kudos to her. Kudos. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of resources. It takes confidence. It takes training of the mind, a personality, a lot of communication, studies, and being able to present and all of that. And so preparedness. Sometimes even the most seasoned people do make mistake. Sometimes your nerve gets you, and we get that. I think kindness won in Liberia because the young people supported her. All people like being supported her, share her video at one point. Have my children voted for her also. Okay. But now, when that story took place, when she made a mistake, she did not come upright to apologize until people started raining on her. All right. It was not being bullied. They were telling her to rectify her mistake. Good leaders are those who know when to stop and step back. Good leaders are those who have emotional intelligence, who are able to take a step back. The problem with most of us in Liberia is when our family or our friends or people we like do wrong, or they're in the wrong, or they made mistake. Instead of having the guts to tell them you made a mistake, sorry, go ahead and tell sorry and apologize and fix it from there. Okay, we did not. I also as somebody who have trained young people in my area. I train a lot of young girls here. Some of them have gone out to be lawyers in corporate different places here. Toniqua is right up the street. Okay. What were they? Talia and all of those children. Okay, they're here. Sis well done will tell you the GM is Liberia in America, in Georgia. Okay. I was one of those trainers who taught the children how to walk, how to, the posture, the body, their non-verbal communication and all of that. Okay. And I'm very proud of my kids and those girls. So she may have gotten a little jewelry or a little nervous and misspoke. It was a simple thing that day. And people, I'm sorry, my nerve got me. I will study more, I will do better. She came defiant. I remember this particular man, Araba Gagwa, wrote something very extensive, telling her you need to apologize. Finally, she apologized, and it was there. Okay, that story died down. All of us came back and say, you know what? People made mistakes, all right? But they were never, yes, some people posted a picture of her. That's her. They might have said mean things. She said mean thing too. She said mean thing too. But I understand she's a child. Okay? And some of the people that she's dealing with, they're also children. We have not taught our children emotional intelligence. And if you're going to lead, that's part of that is paramount, to be in control of your mouth, in control of your feelings, which is your emotion, how you act. It's not what people do to you. It's how you respond. And that's what happened to her. So we turned that into bullying. When Liberian people were calling her all around and voting for her, these very young people, you didn't deem it as bullying until she stumped her toes and she refused and she was defiant and insulting. Okay? So I'm going to say that I'm going to start you as an educator and as a mother. Kindness, I'm glad that you apologize. Those who are telling you not to apologize, they're telling you to continue on that path. Okay? And you will make a bigger mistake. If you are listening earlier on to majority of the people who told you kindness, you made a mistake. You wouldn't be in this predicament. You wouldn't. You would have gone back, require reflection, and done some self-reflection. Because even your mother, hopefully she told you that you were wrong at that time, that you made a mistake. That's not the Liberian national anthem. Okay? And the people, patriots would be mad. It's like if Miss USA go to represent USA and they say they come and sing, they start whatever banner, and then they start singing what do you call it? God bless the broken arrow. America will not even, they will take the crown from her. The whole social media will rain on her. I don't know if you know about the Vanessa Williams case in this place, the very first Black woman to win. She had a picture and they took her crown. Now you are suspended at school. Your crown is taken because the very small mistake you made first, the so-called friends and family you have, and I say so-called because if you're really her friends and some of you will come at me, that's fine. I don't mind. My skin is thick, I'm used to it. Okay. As a parent, I think you made a mistake. As an educator, I think it was a mistake. I think you amplified that mistake because people told you it was okay. Sometimes as a leader, it's good to take a step back and think things through, reflect, which you did not do, Ma. All right. But I'm glad you came back and you apologized. Kudos to you for the apology. I wish you had stayed on the first apology, that you wouldn't be in a predicament you're in. But you know what? We live and learn. Even with Vanessa Williams, who did that before she even ran for the Miss America, and she was punished for something from her past. She went back, she regrouped and came back and became one of the most successful, if not Miss America ever. Have her own franchise, have her own hedge funds, has her own brand industry, okay, became a movie star, a powerful movie star, okay? So you can do that. You can use your mistake to teach young Liberians, be an example, and tell them once you make a mistake, it will even amplify you. Take a step back. Don't react right away. Apologize. It makes you human. That's humility. That's humanity. It's something that most of all Liberians have lost. Okay? We have no humility. We have no humanity. Like the men we just saw. Said the vice president told them they must go vote for Koga. Okay? That way they want to take us. Let them go vote for Koga. That way they want to do. Because they will develop. Okay? I am not going to go any more than I have gone. I want to say to all of you, I say I will come in on. I need to keep my breath to talk a lot of work. I want to be able to come back, sit down and study. I have a lot going on. So that's what I need to do. I got some schoolwork to do. That's what I'm going to go do. Okay. That said, I want to say thank you for listening. I will be doing this on this particular platform because now Facebook delete all of their show after 1 year. 1 month. So I don't want to hold on to this. But tomorrow, I believe there will be a huge endorsement tomorrow for one of the candidates. So I think in the coming weeks it's going to be, and hopefully all of the people can get out there and run campaign for her. All right. That 5 people, let them go talk to the people that they in their mind, empower them vote for Koga and see how far they're going to go. That's how I see it. But Koga, if you are a woman that voting for Koga, that is a problem. You got a problem with yourself. You got a problem with being you. You got a problem that you are putting your daughters Okay, you're putting your daughters in a box and telling your daughters they're not worth it. We see the greatest nation in the world with almost $26 trillion in budget. We saw a woman running to be president. We saw a woman as a vice president. And when Yomli Kanga speaking, when other people daughters are speaking, Nima Kante people, you open your mouth, you'll be drooling. But somebody telling you your daughter's not worth it, and then you agree. You go vote and agree on that. You go vote and agree on that and see how that works. Yeah, somebody daughter, yeah, Caroline Wallow, that's somebody's daughter. You know what she is? A medical person. I'm sure when her mom calls, she trembled because her mom believed in her. Okay? Yes, Sue Morris here. Yes, Sue Morris here. Working, taking care of her family. All right? Brother Jesse has daughters. Says Ruth, taking care of people in Liberia. Okay? Miara, the same. Here we go. You got room, men can sit down and say, I will play that again. That Jeremiah Kun told them they must go. Look at these grown men. Yes? Okay. I'm going to play this. Jeremiah Kun told them they must go. What you call it? Development. Yeah. The development in Liberia, all of the hotel in Senegal and Ganta, in other people need. If for Jeremiah Kun, yeah, I'm looking for a job. So he will push the Liberian money undercover. So he owns everything you're making. Liberia, oh my God. Liberia Constitution needs amendment. Okay, we need amendment. We need the term limit. We need a budget because there's no way in hell that Liberia is going to change. They're not creating jobs, but they're putting taxes on our people. Okay, they're putting taxes on everything. The only people that will pay that are the very poor people. That just means your government official will get richer, and the people will get poor. And the poor they are, the less they will talk because they're looking for food to eat. The less they will stand up for themselves unless somebody is brave enough to come, like Touré or like Samuel Kanyando, and we'll take it from there. But on this note, I will find time this week to talk about Samuel Kanyando, and I will talk to my sister Sidudo, Samuel Kedo's daughter, on her statement that she made on behalf of her father this week. I will speak to that. And I would not hesitate to talk about that. I hear people writing all of that. Yes, I will speak to that. So what I'm saying, that propaganda or that true, what the man said, go vote with us. Go vote. Who care for you? Go stand in your garden and vote. Go clean your butt with banana leaf and go vote. Or rub it, better yet, rub it on the tree. Okay? Go push your plum down. Go to grab your water. Go sit on Facebook and start begging everybody when your child sick and they go to the hospital. Go tell the world you wife to the hospital and you want to stay in line to lawmaker their house so they can, how you call it. I remember Nangwes Law said one day, your act like when people act when they let you the alley, your horse, that Red Cross, they come for baby daffo, they come for child support, they come for wedding. They come for when a wife deliver, they come for hospital fee, and they are like, how you call it? Go vote. Ain't nobody stopping you. I just saw your action. Your cussing woman. The vagina when you come from inside. They play the water you first drink before you took your first breath, but you cussing her. The 10 nation curse. So who's stopping you to go vote? Go vote. Go. Maybe you in a position to make no dollar, so you think you better. But still, when the other government go a new one come, you going right back to clean your backside with dry banana leaf. I know it too well. Or a arrow leaf. Okay? So what's the difference? They play where I study. When I came to the place 30 years ago, as a kid, all these places are developed. There are jobs everywhere. I ain't gotta go downtown to go far for Social Security. I ain't gotta go to my job. It's less than 5 miles away from my house. I get up, it takes me 10, 15 minutes to get to work and get paid well. Like I just said, I was looking to retire. Okay? But with the stock market, I don't know. And I'm young. I'm still young. I'm almost 60 years old. Look at my life, soft life. bring work with my kids. So go vote, oh man. Yes, I got voting right in Nima County. I do. I do. I paid $10,000 to travel back and forth to register. I do. Ain't nobody insult you. Did I insult you? I told you the truth. Couldn't you boy with banana leaf? And then what we doing in Nima County? Y'all got tissue? Everywhere in Liberia got tissue that they cost there. I'm speaking the truth. I'm addressing the issue. Majority of the children over there, they don't clean their butt with banana leaf or dry paper or plenty leaf. Lala. Tell me lala. Or clean their butt on tree because I did it when I was a kid. It's still there. The last time I was in Nimba, running camping from town to town, yes, I got to go in the bushes. Dr. Richardson had to hold Lapa in the bushes on the highway. I was so afraid to squat and pee. So what are you talking about? So which one that cost here? Thank you. But then you say that cost. I'm speaking the truth, then you say that cost. That cost? Speaking the truth in Liberia is illegal. That way I cost it? No, my dear, I'm telling the truth, Rufus. I know that. I know that. So don't come tell me that cost. That's how you can lie on people. You just keep under my show and say, no, that's not propaganda, that's the fact. You're very funny. Okay? You show up and act like, Nami, go Nima Kante. Okay, you know Nima Kante. Nja Momba. Nja Trunda. You don't do. Kwado Yiba. Yi Grida. My great grandfather was a chief. My grandfather was a chief. My grandfather became the first justice of the peace of Nima Kante. My great uncle was the first senior senator of Nima Kante. So don't come tell me what I don't know. So that not you. I just spoke, now you know. My mother is from Gray. My grandfather from my mother's side is from Gray. So what are you talking about? You talking to me that I don't know what I'm talking about? Yes, I'm a Managio girl. But some Mandingo and Quran. So what's your point? All of us in Liberia are mixed. We got different background. 5 generations. My town, we own my town for over 200 years before the coming of the settlers. So what are you talking about? I mined bird before. I did where you go fleecing before. Go early to go watch bird. I throw the slingshot before and brought gun before to mine birds. So what the heck are you talking about? And you say that cost? Where you clean your butt when you go on the farm? Even in the town, when my father died, we went and rebuilt his house and put commode in the building. Now you can stay outside. You can't even open the door that way everybody go to poop. And then you can't tell me that cost. Move from here, man. Y'all go. So I'm going to end with this. I said what I wanted to say to kindness, and I'm going to end with the Liberian women. This is your call, all right? But I will also, here, Cedric, I will also urge, I beseech all Liberian women, and now to please listen. Ask all the questions that you can, okay? I am a proud 1%. A proud 1%. Because you don't see my value does not mean I'm not valuable, okay? Y'all got your 99%. Now you're the one crying in the street. Now you're the one people stay running in the street. Now you're the one joy being created. So let me move on. Proud 1% with integrity. I'd rather lose with integrity, okay? Here I am. And in my house, ain't see my kitchen woman. Okay? I know who you are to be with Toba. And I'm here. And in my kitchen. And I'm here. And I'm here on vacation. Let me here. Thank you, Doc. I will leave that alone. Okay. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna play this, and this is regressive. Today, one of the richest African nations elected a woman, Namibia. A woman. The last time John Makafori or Tanzania carried a woman. In less than 3 years, John Makafoli changed the economic outlook of Tanzania. The woman continues. When you're making excuses, what's impossible? All right. The power of the Liberian president is almost absolute. Okay. Meaning its own match and its own challenge. Okay. The president appoints all the head of all the industries or agencies in Liberia, ministries, and appoint all the judiciary. It should not be that way. That's why the judges are answerable to the president, not to the people. Okay, not to the people. Now, let me continue this. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. I'm not interested in all this noise. Okay. I'm just saying to the Liberian women, boys and girls out there, women out there, Liberian women out there. And then this message is to those of you who are the faces of Mana Edith Gongo campaign, or the young people that are the faces of My Blue One campaign. You have a lot of work to do. You need to sell your candidate, and you need to be strong in selling them. Tell them what separate them from these oligarchs, these cryptocrats. What separate them, what they're going to do differently, how they're going to do that. All right. And I will post what I wrote in respect to Liberia is a unitary state. Okay. All 70,000 positions, all the hair who have the power to appoint or to hire are appointed by the president. The presidency in Liberia is the most powerful place where the change can take place. You're talking about Burkina Faso, okay? Burkina Faso president took a military action. Liberia don't need to take military action. Liberia needs a leader that has the willpower, that loves the country, to set the tune, set the scene, change the narratives, change the direction of the nation, change the constitution, or amend the constitution, where the power that put in the hands of the people. That's what I'm going to stay with. So I'm going to play this and I'm going to end with this, with this man mindset. Okay? There we go. There we go.
You ever hear a woman, you say, okay, you, that woman can also. That woman that coming there will lure also inside there. She will never spy in my country. That terrorist, yeah. That terrorist people all I watch. They say the man who die, that the hero of the country. They say woman will replace it. You not see it before? You not see it before? We will never allow it to happen. The player I will say that thing more than in the manor sector. Because they get more society than us. I'm going to tell the head of them there to say, that what I can do here, you tell me. For women to challenge our culture, they will sit down and say yes. The democracy we're talking about. In the boat, when president coming, you will not stay on the road there. You will stay there until they say, Kadebo. It's part of our constitution. So nobody want to give respect for the sinners here. They were enforced on.
Now money where they take sell me. Now they come.
You ever hear?
Okay. So I'm gonna go here. Dad, don't pay attention to that little boy. Maybe somebody gave him $2 today to eat. I understand that. And Sekou, happy birthday to you, my husband, my other husband, guys. Sekou, the man who hugs me, who takes care of me when I go to Arizona, and even protect me on social media. I'm grateful for you. Today's your birthday. I'm about to make my post. I wanted to make this. Sekou, this message is to you, who handling Mike Blinwon, and to the people who are supporting Edith at this point. You guys have to be visible. You guys have to make sure that you sell these people. The young people need to be represented. The women need to be represented. There's no time to cut anybody down, especially with the two groups, the young people group and the women's group. We all need all hands on deck. We need to make sure one of these people win because we need representation. It's really crucial. And I send this message. I have not heard. Yesterday, I was listening to a podcast where people were trying to point finger at women. Listen, I live in Georgia. I grew up in Georgia. Okay, I've been living in the same house for almost 25 years. The last house I live in, I was living in for 5 years, and when I had to sell other properties and all of that, so I can knock my chest and say, show somebody and say, Yasini is the Yasini. They will tell you, most of the people say she out of this way, but they will never say that. We are not here to point finger at, you don't know people's situation, to open classes. We are here to tell us what can Sis Ida do, what can Mike Blinwen do, how will they do it differently, how they're going to be voices for the people, so we can compare, contrast, and see who best suited for the position. That's what we need to talk about. We need to look at their platform, your platform. How is he going to switch once we're elected? You and I were on Delon team. Some of all were not sleeping. We're all over the place for Delon. Okay. Yes, and I have right to be skeptical. Okay. Emmanuel, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. And I have a young man who is here. Okay. But you have to understand this. You know, Malcolm X once said, any nation that demeans its women, that nation is behind. Any nation that does not protect and elevate women, that nation is doomed. We can see it in Liberia. We saw that really when a Liberian woman was beaten, molested, boys putting their hand in her private part, naked her while she was bleeding, and it's recorded. Nothing happened to them. So and yesterday, y'all saw the recording from yesterday, folks, where this man said this in that town, that particular close to a district, the people attacked Ida Gongo yesterday. I came here to speak to say I condemn it. Here is the video. I want you guys to see it. Okay? Very abusive. Very, very abusive. All right? And that's why I came to speak to this morning. Usually, this is my vacation. I should be resting. But it needs to be noted that we are better than this. That we Liberians are better than this. Look here. Here it is. Here it is. Cussing. Dr. Tayo, listen, they're cussing.
They said she will not even step down to talk. They are here making proud. They send their boss and went together. They are here. They're not easy in public right now. They're not easy. So you all see the person, the woman, I speak. So go public, that I'm a public. Now, why get oh my cake and so on? Say what? Panero ke o ma de mu ke do so public boy no lo de ke wa ke o ma won fake ke say you what Jesus say mama you what Jesus say ogru agon ta tinke o what Jesus say wa kresi ko le say public what Jesus say o go against the person that get place
they got guns. They got guns. Yeah. They were cussing, says Edith. They got guns. Okay. The election commission needs to go to that place. And the election commission had not condemned Joe's statement from what's his name? That is not campaigning. They have not condemned that statement from Koga yet, all right? And we're still willing to hear that. They have not, okay? You have group of Liberian men who call themselves conscious-minded Liberian, okay? Got up this morning and say they endorse, because Jeremiah Kun told them to endorse Koga. Here they are. I want to end with this. I keep saying I want to end with this. I see a lot of new people. So I'm going to play just the beginning. And I will end with that, and I will call it a day and go take care of my babies. Okay, yeah, they are. These supposed to be halfway educated. But you know what? There's a book out there titled, and let me tell you the title. And not everybody who has a degree is educated. I have a very educated Nimakande man on here who is also, Dr. Tyler is on here.
Dodo Yelu Junior Senatorial candidate in the Neighbor County Senatorial by-elections have made a thoughtful and decisive choice to shape our unwavering support to
They call it degree without sense, educated, illiterate. We have some of those people.
unity and progress within the Niba County, as well as our strong belief in Onrokoga's ability to provide the leadership necessary to serve our people during this crucial time. Commitment to peace and unity. Nimba County has long been a symbol of resilience and strength in Liberia. However, past political divisions and disagreements have hindered our progress. Our decision to support Onrokoga's leadership is rooted in our commitment to fostering peace, reconciliation, and a united Nimba. We firmly believe that this unity among leaders and supporters weakens the county's bargaining power and interferes with development initiatives. By consolidating our support around Honorable Koga, who has been our long-term political partner, we take a significant step towards bridging political divides and ensuring a harmonious relationship with the Vice President of Liberia, His Excellency Jeremiah Kwankun, Honorable Samuel Koga, and other leaders of our county. Let it be established here clearly that the
So that's it right here. You're here, Jeremiah Kun said, and I'm going to leave it right here. So Jeremiah Kun supports, but then why wouldn't you support that? And I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of things. Okay, his legal wife is here with the children in Minnesota. You guys, other wife over there. And when you talk, people say you're jealous. I'm a moral person. I'm a Christian woman. Okay, and I'm married to my husband. Okay, Dr. Sepe, I'm his only wife. Okay, and I stand for the fact what is true. That's it. Demakun is my brother, but the truth is the truth. Okay, if he supports this kind of character, this man. So when people say that the problem that is going on in Liberia in respect to the legislature is involved, it kind of throw lights at. So we have to get some sort of enlightenment movement or moment where the light comes on that somebody's actually home. All right, so that's that. Y'all have a good day. I will see you tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless all of you. May God bless all of you. May God bless Liberia. May Liberia live long enough to outlive all of us and give hope to our children, maybe after us all. Yes, and as Caroline, I want to play. I want to see that. Yes. Yes, yeah. They call it degree. What do you call it? The title of the book is called The Educated Illiterate. I just saw that the educated illiterate is this professor has a blog that's going on. Degree without sense, educated illiterate, the case of the pseudo education. Yep, there we go. Good night, good day, everybody. Gotta go. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. All right, I will come here. And where is my stuff? Where do I do banner? Here it is. Again, this have been a money edition of Second Tour Africa. All right. I use my laptop now because it's easier for me. I can just 2-in-1 do YouTube. So Facebook no longer stay up until right after 30 days it goes off. You all have a good day. Here it is. Great job. I'm gonna go here. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. I'll see you later. Again, happy birthday, Sekou. God bless.